Hello, I'm here with Amma Marine to show you different types of rope, different constructions of rope, and different applications for rope to help you better understand the different ropes that we produce and the right rope for you. So first, let's talk about construction. So there's many materials that you can use for marine ropes, and what I've done is I've grouped them in a way that we can go over them and talk about each and every one of them. So on the bulk rope, which is rope sold per foot, what you see here are all polyester ropes, and on this side they're all nylon ropes. Now when you look from far away, they look very similar, but they're different constructions. So this being polyester and this being nylon, they're used for different applications. They have different qualities which we'll go over. So nylon is very soft and can be handled easy. It's nice on the hands. It's also very strong, and it has shock absorption properties. So what that means is if you manipulate the ropes, such as dock lines, you would want a rope like this. So this one here is nice. It's not chafing. It's also easy to work, and it's very strong, and it has absorption. Absorption would be good when your boat is in a storm and it's docked and you want it not to bang around. You want it to stretch. So it has some play. So that's the advantage with nylon. It's very strong, but also gives a bit. So it's not so rough on all of the accessories on the boat, and the boat doesn't get banged around so much, while being confident that it's some of the strongest rope to secure the boat. So that's why you would use a nylon rope. Of course, you've got different colors, different sizes, many different diameters. So that's the main reason why you would want nylon ropes. And of course, nylon rope is what they call it double braided nylon. Double braided nylon is made for dock lines, and here's an example of a dock line. So a dock line would have the double braided nylon looped back and sewn on back into itself, so that it provides a lot of strength, but also creates a loop that has no metal components, so that you can put it on the cleat and you can secure it. It doesn't scratch, it doesn't bang around, and the opposite end would be loosely put around the cleat. So this is the way dock lines are usually produced, and they're sold each, and again, multiple different colors, multiple different sizes, and usually combinations. So if you have like a 1/2 inch line, you would normally have a 20-foot length, so a 1/2 inch by 20 in all sorts of different colors, and you can have 1/2 inch by 25, 1/2 inch by 30, and on. And you can get smaller ropes like 3/8. So 3/8 you'll normally have like 3/8 by 15, 3/8 by 20, and so on and so forth. So we normally produce them in the most popular fashions, in the most popular lengths, with an eye built in. So that's double braided nylon. Polyester, on the other hand, is different. So the polyester, which looks a lot like the roll I showed you before, is actually very low stretch. So it offers really good UV resistance, and it doesn't stretch. So if you need an application, maybe on a sailboat where it's going around a roller, or it's going around some clam cleats, it's holding a sail, and you don't want it to stretch, you want it exactly in the position that you want it, well, then polyester would be the better option for you. It's not as strong, but it is UV and low stretch, which is the features that make it so important. So that's why polyester could be used for you. Now, you also have many other types of ropes, and we'll go through more of them. So on olefin rope is usually floating, and so is polypropylene. So if I've got olefin rope here, so it floats, and we also have reflective properties in it. So if you need reflective property, the olefin ropes might be good for you. We also have polypropylene. Now, you've probably seen these before because these are inexpensive. So polypropylene is not the strongest rope out there, but it's the most cost-efficient rope. So the other thing is it floats. So polypropylene floats, which if you need a rope that floats, polypropylene would be your best option. Of course, we have bungee rope. We have twisted nylon. Twisted nylon is also very comfortable and it's very high strength. Twisted nylon could be used for a number of different applications. One that comes to mind is for windlasses. So windlasses have specific gears, and I have a video on that in the chain section in the windlass department. If you want to see what these look like when you grab onto the gears, these are the best grabbing ropes. They don't slip and slide. So they're also, we've got them in very different sizes, right up to the big ones that could be used for decorations too, because they're quite nice. Since we're talking about decorative ropes, we have manila rope, which looks like a twisted nylon, but is more decorative, classic, traditional rope, and we've got them also into very large sizes. On this table, we have the double braided nylon, back to the same dock lines, same construction as this, but this is used for anchor purposes, and we've got preset kits, different colors, different sizes, different lengths. These have the stainless steel shackle in it so it doesn't wear the rope inside. So this here is used for that exact application. You can connect it to a chain, or you can connect it directly on an anchor using different types of shackles that we offer, and they come in pre-cut lengths. So you don't have to build your own. They're already pre-made, very strong. Over here we have fender lines, which we discuss in a video for fender lines. So again, different ropes for different constructions. These behind me are per foot, and we have a number of them all over, and different colors, different sizes. So with that, I hope it helped clarify the different types of rope, and hopefully you found one that'll be great for you. Thank you.